Hello guys, today in this tutorial I will show you how you can get the lat and long of user's current position, and that is most important guys if you working any location based project. So guys, let's see how to get the lat and long of user's current position. So guys, first of all, here you can see I already open home component.html file, home component.ts file, and also a service. So guys, if you don't know what is service, how to create service, so I will add the link of this my video service, so you can watch this video. And now just let's start to get the lat and long of user's current position. So in this service, first of all I will write a method. So the method name is get location service. This method name you can write as per your choice. And guys, here I will use promise. So now just here I will add a type is promise, and here I can pass any, so that's why any. So guys, if you don't know what is promise, and I also did not make any video of promise, so here I will give you an example what is promise. So guys, promise, you make it your function synchronously means guys, when we write any function that execute line by line. So that means guys, here I have a function, the name is get location service, and suppose I have another function that is abcd. So guys, which functions will execute first? Obviously this function, because I already have written this function before that abcd function. So first it will be execute, then it will be execute that. So this is called synchronized. So promise make it synchronized. JavaScript also is synchronized, but promise make it a great way synchronously our functions. So suppose I want to execute our value of function, so you can use promise. So here if I use promise, so first of all it will be execute this function's value, after that it will be execute this function's value. So promise make it synchronized. Again I will say JavaScript also, or Angular you can say, it's also a synchronized, but if you use promise, then we can use it better way. So I think guys you have a little bit of idea of promise. So now I will show you the syntax of promise. So here we write return new promise, and pre is the capital, and promise takes a two parameter. So here I will write the parameter name is resolve, and another parameter name is reject, and now a fade arrow function. So guys, resolve and reject, so that means suppose you promise someone that I will do that, so this time it takes a two parameter, resolve and reject. So that means if you fulfill your promise, so that it's a resolve, and if you cannot fulfill your promise, so that is reject. So that means if I say in our function, so if the function executes successfully, then I will pass the value of function in resolve, otherwise I will pass any error message in reject. So that's the promise. And now I will write the code of get lat and long. So navigator dot get location dot get current position, and now response. So this is the parameter also. So if the function is successful, so inside this response parameter I will collect our lat and long. So head arrow function, and now so I said you before, when our function successful, then we passed it in resolve. So instead of resolve you can write here a and b also as per your choice, but which one parameter you passed first, this parameter denotes resolve, and this parameter denotes reject. So first parameter denotes results and the second one denotes reject. So that's why, to understand it better way, so I pass the first parameter result and the second is resolve. So if the function is successfully execute, so inside this resolve, just I will pass here lang, means long, so lng, and inside this lng response dot course dot longitude. So this is the object, so I have to write here inside this curly braces, comma, and now let response dot course dot latitude. So this is the object property. So here you can write, instead of lng, you can write anything, like again you can write a or you can write b. So but here I have written a similar name, long and lat. So lng for long and lat for latitude. So this long property I assign response dot course dot longitude. Response means this response, and inside this response parameter I will get this course dot longitude. So this is the code to get longitude and this is the code to get latitude. So this function is now done, and so if the function is resolved, so I passed it, and if the function is reject, so you can pass anything in your reject parameter, like here you can pass reject, and you can pass a error message like anything wrong. But here I will not pass any reject message. So this is done, and now I will call this function in our TS file. So first what I have done, in the block service I import here, and I have created a variable block and the type is block service, and now I will get this function in our TS file. So first of all, here I will write a method name is get location. You can write any name of this method, and now this dot block means this block, and when I type block dot, so you can see it's showing the suggestion of this get location service function which I have created in our block service. So get dot then. Why then, guys? When we use promise, so if the promise is resolved, so we get the value, we pass the value in resolve and we get the value in then. So guys, again I'm saying that if the promise, when I pass a promise, so if the promise is resolved, so then we pass it resolve and we get the value of this function in reject. So here if I example of any other function in here, so if the function is execute successfully, dot then I will execute this function. So that's the similar way if the function is successful. So in the TS file I passed dot then, and inside this then again I will write a parameter response, and now in this response just I will pass a console.log, and inside this console.log this response parameter dot, here you can see I create a property longitude and latitude, and inside this longitude property I passed longitude, and inside this latitude property I passed latitude. So just I will copy this longitude and here paste, and here console.log response dot, I will copy this let and here. And now if you want to call this function inside onload of the page, so just copy this get location function and pass it in our ng on init. So this dot get location. Why ng on init? Because ng on init call when our page is reload. So I pass this function in our ng on init. So now I will save that, and here I will also save that. So now when our page is loaded, so I think I missed to save. Here save again, and here I will save it again. So now when our page is reloaded, so you can see here the location sign is comes, and in our console.log you can see long and lat value here. So if I comment out this function in onload, that means I does not call this function yet. So if you can see the location sign is not here, and we cannot see here the long and latitude. So I will call this function here. So I will get the location sign and lat and long of our current position. So here you can see I am getting long and lat of our current position, and here is the location sign. So you can do it one thing, click this location sign, manage, and our project is running on 4000. So here you can see the localhost 4000, click here, and here is always allow. So if you ask default, change, and now reload. So first of all, here it will be asked to you, if you here you can see it asking if you want to allow your location, then it will be get the lat and long of your current position. So if I allow, so here you can see I am getting the long and lat of our current position. And the same way again I will show you that, again ask and reload. If user does not want to allow his location, so block. So you can see it's not showing the long and lat. So guys, this is most useful when you work in if you work any location based project. So hope guys this video is helpful to you, and if you want to get more videos in Angular, so please subscribe and press the notification bell icon also.